What's up, y'all? It's your girl Jay Renee with Prison Ride Radio. I hope that you're doing well. This morning we got a brother on the phone by the name of Thomas Robles, and he is an author. We're going to talk to him about his books, past, present, and future. So we're going to jump right in there. Hello, good morning. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. How about yourself?
I'm doing well, thank you. Appreciate you being able to swing through and tell us about your books and stuff. So we're going to jump right into it, okay?
Yes.
All right, tell the people a little bit about yourself and where you from.
My name is Thomas Robles from New York. I'm currently in Delaware. They call me Front Page.
Okay. So how long have you been writing?
I've been writing now roughly for 8 years.
Okay, what got you into it?
Well, I always been in tune with the money, like trying to keep money flowing. I'm sitting in jail and I was like, damn, what type of clientele do I got? I ain't trying to get in no trouble or nothing like that. So I noticed I'm surrounded by brothers that like to read books. And me being who I am, want to stay in tune with the money, I said, let me try this.
Okay.
And that's how it got started.
So you didn't know that you had talent until you started writing?
Yeah, I absolutely didn't until I started writing and actually let somebody read, and they begged me to write a part 2, and then the part 2 became 7 books later.
Right. Okay. Speaking of numbers, how many books have you wrote total?
I wrote 7 books and 3 movie scripts.
Okay, now that's a lot. Have you been able to get any of them published yet, or are you still in the works of that?
No, I haven't been. Unfortunately, I got introduced to somebody, and what I was able to do was actually get a hard book made, a softback book made, the graphics, all of that design, it edited and all that. And the contract, everything was supposed to come with it as far as the editing and the, putting it in Amazon and things like that. But there was a problem with my editing, and I was already paid in full, and then the person kind of stopped answering my calls. So that's when I was like, damn, I'm pretty much stuck. But I do got the book, so it's like I'm editing it myself now, and then I just got to take it from there.
I hate to hear that. It can be hard, especially, it can be hard, period, but especially when you're behind the G-wall, it can be hard to find some real honest help. So we definitely hate to hear that. But we know that's not the end of your story, so don't even worry about it. You're going to get your works out there. So tell us the names of your books, or is it a series? Are they different books or what?
It's a series.
Okay.
It's a series. As of right now, I got 2 of them, and it's called Silver or Lead, No Way Out. And then I got No Way Out, HBIC, Head Bitch in Charge, which would be the part 2 that I got done those 2 for that series so far. Basically, I'll read a little of the synopsis to you.
Yeah, go ahead.
To give you a roundabout idea. In this fast-paced urban fiction action-packed thriller, you take a ride with Paige, a freshly released man who was innocently convicted and served almost 2 decades behind bars. Now with the new outlook on life, his main focus is to start all over clean and fresh. After being reintroduced to a woman from his past, Paige's life was set to take an amazing turn for the best. But as fate would have it, on what was supposed to be the most wonderful day of his life, a chance encounter with one of his old associates sends his world spiraling back into a life of crime. With everything to lose and the stakes as high as can be, Paige will have to use every lesson and every resource at his disposal to figure out a way to come out clean and unscathed. Will he survive and get back to the legitimate life he was trying to build, or will the gritty underworld and Paige's past once again prove there's no way out?
Okay. All right. That definitely draw people in. So all of your books are urban literature?
No.
Okay.
Actually, no. The urban literature, I just pushed these first.
Okay.
Because that's what it seemed like the clientele is asking for. But I got books that's, straight up nonfiction. I got a romance. I also got a romance called We Aren't So Different. I got short stories. I was actually in the works of making a short story for Suge Knight. He has a book coming out called Mob Tales, and that was, I got a short story for him called That Brooklyn Bullshit Be On It.
Okay. So what made you what helped you to decide that urban literature wasn't a genre that you wanted to stay in and you wanted to move around a bit?
Because I feel like that don't define my character no more. know what I'm saying? We do what we got to do to survive, to make it as, as brothers from the hood, but that don't define who we are. We so much more, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day,
Yeah.
I got a bigger plan. I got a bigger vision. I'm trying to start something, which I did start off the ground, called Sponsor, which stands for Supporting Prisoners on the National Spectrum to help override recidivism.
Okay.
And so I felt like I can't keep pushing the same things that's causing our demise and still be that type of positive dude in that way. So, like I said, my whole thing is we got to put our good foot forward. I'm not asking nobody to give me nothing, so I need a product.
Right.
That's what this book is about. You know what I'm saying? It's entertainment, it's product, legitly.
I got you. I can understand and respect that. So, talk more about sponsors. So you said this is a program that you put together, or what is that? Tell us about that.
So basically what Sponsor is it's going to be a step-by-step program. What I'm trying to do is create small business to generate money to help people upon their release.
Okay.
Because we in a broken system, and it got to be understood that there's got to be working for somebody, because to do the same thing and ask for different results is insanity. So we keep on asking these same people who put us here to try to, level with us and try to help us and try to fix a situation that is obvious that they benefiting from.
Right.
So what Sponsor is what I'm trying to do is, even from right here, I'm going to use my books to get small business off the ground. My first one being a mobile car wash / detailing business. And I'm going to hire people who's recently released. I even want to work with probation and parole to get all they violent offenders or they offenders to help give them jobs.
Right.
And even in the long run, if these people really work and they stay with the company, I want to give them membership units so that they can have an ownership stake in the company. I already have an LLC off the ground called New Way Out.
Okay.
So all of these things are the steps that I'm taking to push that agenda. So like I said, we create small businesses to give people jobs when they release. I also want to deal with Sponsor. We're going to be on different levels, like actually dealing with people who help people who are being released back into society, because a lot of us got release dates. But if you understand the dynamics of being in prison, there's really not no rehabilitation. Trust me, I'm here, I know, especially in Delaware.
Right.
I'm paying for college out of my pocket. I had got to a point where I couldn't afford it no more, and there's a grant that Joe Biden just passed that allows us to have that, and they won't even allow me to have it here. So it's like even the ones that want to change, we face so many obstacles that prevent us from doing so. So my thing is, let's stop asking them and let's start doing it ourselves, putting our good foot forward. And that's what Sponsor's about on every level. Having a community of resources, having people that work with people like us, whether it's the people that help us with housing, the people that help us with food stamps, the people that will help us with clothing, even people that will help us with daycare, because when we come home, we might have kids that need to be watched so that we can even go to work in the first place. Help us, on all these different levels, like basically a community of people getting together saying, listen, we're going to help this re-entry thing work for you guys, because we see that it's not working. Because in order to attack crime, I believe that, yes, being tough on crime is necessary when a person is a criminal. But you have to be tough on the conditions that create crime as well, or it's never going to change.
I agree with you.
So that's where I stand at.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree 1,000%. Now tell them what the acronym for Sponsor stands for again.
Supporting prisoners on the national spectrum to override recidivism.
Yeah, that's really dope. And especially Delaware definitely needs that. If you look at the statistics when it comes to recidivism and mass incarceration, Delaware's numbers are absolutely absurd. So to have that type of program is going to be an amazing thing for Delaware. I definitely would like to help you in that area, because Delaware is where I'm from originally. So we can talk about that offline, but that's really amazing that you're doing that, and it's appreciated and respected. Real talk. So yeah, for sure. So let's talk about your script. So you said you not only do books, but you also trying to get in the movie business. So tell us about your scripts.
Yeah. Okay, so I got 3 movie scripts, as I said. The one that I'm in love with, which might not be the one that the world is in love with, is called Love and Loyalty.
Okay.
And basically, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Basically, what Love and Loyalty is about, it's about a man and a woman from the urban streets that was in love with each other. And the man is in the streets, but he never lets his woman know what he does so that he can keep her safe. As far as she knows, he's a truck driver. And he goes out of town and he stays for weeks because he's a long-distance hauler. And she works in the stock market. Well, the man wound up getting set up by one of his associates, and a homicide happens due to the setup for him to be robbed. And that's how she finds out that he's in the streets.
Right.
Within this process, her trying to cope with the fact that he's been lying to her for the last 18 years and them being married and having children, she realized, as most sisters realize, I love this man.
Right.
He's been doing what he got to do to take care of us. I got to stand strong with him, and we'll talk about the rest of this later.
Right. I got you.
And basically, she takes her skills as a legitimate businesswoman and incorporates that into what he's doing to make him go clean. So by the time he beats the charges and come home, he's in a clean situation. But what winds up happening is his ego turns him back into the streets because he don't want to live laying back with a woman taking care of him.
That ego.
Dynamics of how it really happens in the streets.
Okay, that sounds like it's gonna be really dope. Yeah, that ego can be something else, and I appreciate that story. So that sounds like a good one, bruh. So tell me this. So are you working on anything right now? Like, what's going on with you presently?
I'm always working. Right now, I'm actually in the middle of a book called Bang Theory, the revolutionary spirit transformed into the now infamous gang culture. So this is a nonfiction.
Okay.
Like what we was talking about. So basically, I'm trying to show how something that started off positive, which is revolutionary, which was something that we needed to go through, because I think things happen in a time where they need to happen. So back in the day...
You have 1 minute remaining.
The 1 minute mark. It's basically going to show how the government waged war on strong brothers to try to label them as criminals so that they can start all of this industrial prison, conflict.